Almost 10 years ago, I saw my first violet sea snail. Like a dream come true, time passed slowly for a moment as I saw another sheller take possession of a beautiful purple mollusk. I was new to shelling and never thought purple shells existed. At that moment, I wanted one too. Fast forward a few years, the winter winds were blowing and there was debris washing in, including Portuguese man-o-wars. But one day, I saw a couple posts on social media and guess what they had? Violet sea snails. Well, that got me thinking. I was fired up. So I headed out the next day, and what an amazing day it was. There was purple all over the upper rack line, and I ended up taking home a whole bunch of violet sea snails. So you're probably wondering, what's up with this video? Well, this morning, I saw a friend post, yep, a violet sea snail. And while you can see, the weather is icky. I'm going hunting for some purple. Stay tuned, and hopefully we'll find at least one violet sea snail. Well, here we are. Wind is out of the north. It's still raining. There are a few people out here shelling, and we're looking for the purple sea snail. The rain has settled the beach a little bit, so we might find shells on top, but we're going to go through some vegetation and see if we can see some purple. Let's start with this one. There's a Florida fighting conch. There's a slipper snail. Look at here. Check that one out. There's a milk moon snail. The beach is really angled here, so I think I'm going to jump up a little higher. Let's go check some vegetation up here. The other day with the north wind, this was all covered up. I found several purple sea snails, but it sure was hard work. So hopefully with everything settled, let me check this one out. There's another fighting conch. Hopefully we can find some patches and maybe see something right in there, right on top. The big problem is this was all exposed a couple days ago, and even with the rain settling it, still dusted over from a couple days ago. So it might not be that easy to find a purple sea snail. Well, nothing yet. I'm still looking. I knew that the chance was slim, but there was still a chance. Look at this. Well, here's a spot. Let me turn around a little bit. Haven't seen one. Still looking. But there's nothing higher up, so I thought, I saw this. Here, let me turn it around. And I'd come down here and check. Just seeing what's washing in. And I have no idea what the tide is doing right now. High, low, maintaining. I just wanted to get out after the rain and see if we can find something. And this is very interesting, just not much going on. Let's see if we can find a flat. In that spot, I'm actually surprised. Here's a good spot. I'm actually surprised at the number of footy prints there are. You know, still kind of misting it all. As I was walking by, I saw this spot. I thought, well, let's go investigate, see what's on top. When you see birds, you gotta go check out the rack line. Let's go down here. Look at here. Oh, I missed it. there was a heart jingle. Where'd it go? It was so cool. A jingle in the shape of a heart. Well, next time I got to be a little quicker. Having that hood up, man, it got warm. We've walked at least a mile. Stop here, because I saw some shells. Turn around. Most likely, these are all broken. Well, what about this one? Yeah. That one got banged up coming through the pipe. Here's a spot I can see up ahead. Everything's broken so far. What's that? I'm just not seeing what I want to see. Keep turning and looking. There's nothing even in the surf. I am quite surprised that we haven't come across a flat yet. So as far as I can see, I don't know. I don't know if we want to keep walking. There's nothing up ahead. I know a few moments ago it sounded like I was going to turn around. I'm still walking. There's an Imperial Venus. And a little bittersweet. The thing is, I see some birds right here. Right in there. So I'm going to keep walking. Everything's broken. I hear a couple Imperials. Alright, a little turn. And let's look up here for purple sea snails. The other day when I found them, I had to get it up close and personal. And when I turned, you know, sometimes I saw them like in the side. I have covered a lot of ground, doing a little bit of zigzagging, and that's what I found. Bittersweet, calico scallop in the middle, and a slipper snail. And here's our first olive. Oh, and it's broken. Alright, gotta keep looking for a whole olive. We had such a good rain overnight and through this morning. I thought for sure there'd be more exposed. No sign of man-o-wars. Nothing purple. Just a lot of walking, a lot of exercise. Someone must have found something here. That's a lot of kicking around. Oh, maybe they covered up a hole. I bet you that's what it was. This is definitely a workout walking up here. The sand is so soft. Whew. Oh, let me show you this. Here's an Imperial Venus. Ah, little chip in it. Let's look over here, no footy prints. The other day there were just all kinds of olives on top. I found flats, a couple handfuls of olives, some cones. Today, nothing. Okay, I've been walking a little bit, and this is the trashiest I've seen. Let me show you what I have so far, because I just kicked over something, and I saw some purple. So this is about 200 yards of walking. Calico scallop. Here's a little jasper cone. I wasn't sure about this one. I'm like, no, it's going to be broken. And there's our little lightning whelk. Literally, the other day, I was digging around in here, crawling on my hands and knees. Didn't see anything, but it was all dusted. And I see purple right here. Oh, I just popped one. So, what's that? Nice! Nice! Look at. That's our second one, so there's one there. Sweet. Nice. So I suspect, since that one was right on top, and the other one I almost kicked away. Let me go over there and show you. Alright, where'd it go? I turned this over. There it is. Set down the first one in this little hole. Oh, that one's a little bit bigger. See that? Gorgeous. Proof of concept. Walking and walking. And like I said, this is the best spot. And you just gotta stop and check. Beautiful purple sea snail. Alright, I'm gonna put them both here. We have two. I got a stick marked. Now we're gonna look for some more. So let's start on the edges and just slowly pick through here. That's what we're looking for. I haven't seen, oh, I don't know, a couple days ago I saw a larger man-o-war, but they've all been small. Let's see. We can use that to pick through. Looking for purple. We're on the board with two. Let's see if we can find number three. Alright, let's try over here. Starting on the edge. Although when I walked up, I jumped right in the middle. Let's start on the edge here. Let's see what we can find. And then move into the middle. This is a pretty good patch here. Okay. I think that's a man-o-war. Just turn this over. And you saw how small they are. If you've never hunted for the purple sea snail, they're not that big. I'll pick that up in a minute. So I got my rain pants on today and rain jacket. Can dig around in here and look. You know, when you're shelling and you get one of those gimmies right on top, that's always nice. But that's not the case today. Got to be in here digging around. I'm sure there are more in here, but I think I'm going to be better off if I take my hat off and my glasses. Alright. Now I can see. So right before I got up, I pointed over here. There we go. Because I had seen something. There we have one. There's a whole lettered olive. Boy, it took a couple miles of walking, but we found one. So let's look in here. And you've seen me just pick this up and put it on the side so I don't go through it again. Peek right here. Here's a little pocket. Remember that first one I found? I got my foot under a big pile and I turned it and there it was. That was kind of accidental. And then the second one we found. Looking for that color. Put that on the side. Oh. I think so. I think it's a little one. Let me see. Oh no. Little piece of plastic. So a couple days ago, I found several in a spot like this, and I had one or two that were that small. So if I see any color like that, my heart skips a beat. closer here. That's green plastic. Well, we just run through this little spot. Big old pile there. Alright, well, I don't know. We know this hole is pretty good, but what if we go try that spot right there? Nice. Got one. Well, that's number 3. All right, let me show you. We may have missed one. There's our 3rd one. Beautiful purple sea snail. Oh, that's a lot of crawling around for a grandpa. I gotta stretch a bit. Whew. Beautiful day. It's supposed to get a lot colder tonight. Might hit 20s again. Alright, let's go set this down. Number 3. And the wind blew my hat. Alright, set those down. Secured my glasses, I think. Let's look. Start on the edge. Picking slowly, looking for purple. And it's not like a brilliant or rich purple. Sometimes you see a little bit of white or some pale color. Alright, let's toss this on the side. Uh-oh. Is that one? Oh, I can't tell. Oh, I don't know. Yep. Where is it? It's like right, see it? Right on the tip of my thumb. Pretty awesome. Number 4. Alright. I get it out of my pocket from my tiny pack, my little shelling pack. That one is so small, I am not going to set it on the beach. I have the wind blow it. Come on. Can't believe we saw that one. Whew. Now that one's number 4, right? What did I say a couple minutes ago? Yeah, I think that one's number 4, right? And it's right over there. Put the lid on it. Get it so it doesn't blow away. Alright, now y'all got me thinking. Was that number 4? Yep, so we have 1, 2, 3, and that teeny tiny one is number 4. I can't believe we saw that one. That was so tiny. Just saw a hint of purple, and there it was. Wait. Oh, I thought there was one right there. Alright, now that I have my countdown, let's go back through here. Just in case we miss something. Well, this is
the discard pile. So let's move it a little bit more. And then get up in here. You get these spots, and you find this little piece of plastic. Let's look in here. Maybe shake some sand out. Oh, discard pile. Right back there. Even though it's not raining anymore, still not that many people out. And for that matter, I haven't seen anyone crawling around doing this. Alright, time to stretch again. And the sun's coming out. Let's check one of these outlier piles. You gotta do it slowly, because as soon as it's looking like that, you lose that color. Everything is just all sandy. I don't think there's anything in there. Let's bring that over and look quick. Well, this is a good spot. We have two pretty big piles, discard piles. There's one here, and we have another one over here. Let's keep working. Well, I saw a little bit of purple, and I found a piece right in this patch. Now, we have been at it about 2 hours, right there. Just a little bit of purple. 2 hours. And this is some meticulous work. Alright, I just need to stretch. I'm not gonna stand up and move, but I wanted to give you a quick update. Like I said a few moments ago, it's been a couple hours. I'll take 4 purple sea snails like this any day because it's been 0 for a couple years. I've seen a couple by the wind sailors, 2 I think. There's a little juvenile man-o-war, maybe 3 of those. What's this in here? Oh, I saw some color over here. Alright, back to work. Well, here's where that little man-o-war was, and I was pulling this string back. Let me see if I can find it again. Because... oh, where is it? There we go. Only because I had my glasses off. Right there, see it? There's a purple sea snail. If I had my glasses on, I wouldn't have seen that. I would have glanced right over it. Oh boy, I thought I flung it like a wrist rocket. But then I looked, and I had it. There she is. Number 5. With that one being so tiny, I already put that one in the collection container. But look at over here. I think, so right there, see that little sand dollar? Right there on the feather. Right over there. Pretty amazing. Now it's time to get back to work looking for purple sea snails. Alright, Over here, we have a gimme right on top, right over here. See it? That one sticks out. So let me click that one, and then, okay, it's not gonna run away. Let's look on top here a little bit. And we'll click that one and start teasing the sargassum. Oh, number 6 blew away, and then I found it down here. But I think they are so fragile, I'm barely gonna open my hand. See it right in the little corner there? I think there's a little chip on the edge of the aperture. Sure would be nice to find a bigger one. These little ones are so hard to pick out. Nice. So I set the camera down and I turned them like right in my face. Look at that. Purple. So there's one, and I got that teeny tiny one in the collection jar. Let me see. Let's see if we can collect this one together. Ooh, fell. No, we got it. Got it. Oh, pretty awesome. And that's number 7. Oh man, this grandpa's getting sore. My shoulder's kind of sore, but I saw some purple here, so I grabbed the camera, stretched a little bit, right there. There's a by the wind sailor. So if you're seeing Portuguese man-o-war, by the wind sailors, and for that matter, anything purple, you better slow down and look for the purple sea snail. All right, let me show you something. So I got a couple photos for thumbnails. I was lying on my side. I've seen several more by the wind sailors. Okay, where's this one? Oh, I can't find it. I found a small one, and it had 3 purple sea snails on it. Where is it? I even moved it a little bit so I could find it again. All right, hang on a minute, let me look. All right, I knew it had to do with a feather right here. It's somewhere in here. Let me get a little closer. Whew, that took several minutes. All right, so it's right there, and on the underneath are 3. Maybe I can zoom in a little bit. See them? You can see the swirl on that one. I think there are 3 purple sea snails in there. Pretty cool. Well, I'm just slowly teasing the sargassum here, and I found another one. I don't even know if I can focus on it. See that? Pinched right there? That one was so hard to see. But again, this is like looking for the keyhole. Now that I found the spot, I know they're in here. I'm looking for color and also that little spiral, and that one really helped with the color. Let me turn again. Because I just saw it attached to a leaf. And I think that's number 11. Let's keep looking. Well, I rolled over here, and there's another one. I don't know. Is that 11 or 12? Kind of starting to move a little faster, and then I was fixing to toss it, and I saw the snail. Make sure, even when you're tired, even when you're fatigued, maintain your concentration. Keep looking for colors, shapes, patterns. It's getting a little warmer. The spot has definitely been productive. I just saw another sailor, and remember, just teasing layer after layer. And look at here, that one's a little bit bigger, and a dwarf olive. There we go. That's what we have so far. I think about 13. Not too bad. I don't know if the sun is gonna help us or hurt us. Let's turn this over. Well, I don't know how much battery I have left, but if you haven't already subscribed, you can click on the Genonia right there to subscribe. And if you want to keep shelling, because I know I'm going to keep looking for the purple sea snail, you can click on that video right there. That's YouTube's choice for your next video. Thank you all for coming out, and I'll see you back out on the beach.